Most people have heard of MKUltra, but very few have heard of MKNAOMI, and that is what makes this story even more unsettling. MKNAOMI was a covert CIA program connected to biological and chemical weapons research during the Cold War. It existed in the same secret world that produced many of the most disturbing intelligence revelations of the era. For years, stories about hidden government experiments sounded exaggerated to the public. People assumed they were based on paranoia, rumor, or distrust of authority. Then the records began to show something different. It turned out that hidden intelligence programs were not just possible. They were real, and some of them involved research and methods that the public would never have expected to find inside official government operations. That is what gives these stories their power. They begin as claims people think are impossible. Then the evidence surfaces, and suddenly the story changes completely. MKNAOMI may not be as famous as MKUltra, but it fits the same pattern. A secret program, real government involvement, documents that were never meant for public view, and a public that learned about it only after the fact. That is the part that sticks with people. Because once you realize that one hidden program was real, it becomes easier to believe that there may have been others. The secrecy itself becomes part of the story. And in that sense, MKNAOMI is not just about one program. It is about how power operates when no one is looking closely enough to notice. It is about how classified projects can exist for years before most people ever hear the name. It is also about how quickly the public can dismiss a claim simply because it sounds too strange to be true. But history keeps showing the same pattern. The more unbelievable the story sounds, the more important it is to ask whether the documents exist. Because sometimes the thing people laugh at first is the exact thing later confirmed by the record. And that is why stories like MKNAOMI remain so effective in faceless videos. They sound like conspiracy, then they turn into history.